this side. What I've got to do is remove this bit, which I've already undone the bolts. Keep them to one side, so you can always put this all back to standard if you want to. Now, I told you about the block. Wooden block I carved. I basically cut a block to size, popped it on, used the actual board itself to get to the level I wanted, at the angle I wanted, and basically just carved the block. I put a dip in here for the dome on the foot plate. Effectively that sits there, and then the actual, here we go, actual footboard, that's actually a lot better, sits like that. Right, got the block drilled through with a 10mm spade bit. Basically go through there. Now, as I've shown, I've got these, which I've shown you before. I'm going to weld to the plate because you're not going to be able to get to the heads anyway. Effectively just bolt them through. Let's see. 1, 2. Pop. It'll sit on. How nice is that? And as you see, I've got a bit of adjustment. So I've got room for adjustment on quite a few bits. What we'll do is we'll use temporary nuts before I put the main nuts on, so we can get it all into position. Right, I've bolted them down. As you can see, I've got room for adjustment. So what I'll do is I'll now adjust it to the right place, bolt it down, and then weld these to the top, and they're not going to move. So we'll work from there. So I've got to match from the other side. I need my ruler. What we'll do is I can't really pick a place from the other side to marry up with the others. So what I'm doing is I'm doing it from top of this bolt here, and that is near enough bang on. That's nearly enough bang on in place. That's actually in the right place. I can adjust this, so I can stick my toe under there anyway, but we'll see. I can adjust this. That's where I want it to be. Tighten it up. I've got it in position, which is near enough bang on now. What I'm going to do is take this peg off, which is on this side. Just under here. It's basically a cotter pin. So we're going to take it off. This one's been replaced. Pop that out. There we go. And then basically raise it. Pull it through. There we go. Try not to knock anything. There we go. Right, make a note of the spring spacer, and then that's that done. It's basically spring spacer through there, I'll just put it all in position so it's not going to get lost. There we go. Oh, there's a washer as well. Shows you how well I oil these things. The oil's actually stuck the washer in place. I'll put that on there. Weld them 2 bolts up. All done. Ground them back for as much as I've done. I'm quite happy with that. So all I've got to do now, sandpaper, 80 grip. I've already used a flapper disc on the edges just to neaten them up. But basically I'm going to go with the 80 grit and just basically go over it and paint it, which you don't need to see. You seriously don't need to see me painting. We'll get there. Give it a really good scrub with the 80.